So I'm here with Oliver Gohring. I think I'm pronouncing that properly. He's a general manager of Husseberg here in Europe, and great to be here at the launch. And thanks very much for having us.
It's a pleasure. It really adds up to our international press launch to have some guys from down under here. So appreciate it. Yeah, in Spain.
I think we're the furthest travel guys here. We only took about 24 hours, but.
I think the guys in South America had a pretty long trip too, but I think you're the winner.
So tell me, you made some really interesting comments about the brand this morning and the fact that it was almost inevitable. It was for you guys to have go to KTM, love the KTM as a platform for what you guys are doing now, but largely from a commercial point of view.
Oh, well, it was not only from a commercial point of view, because also you have to take in consideration we have to make also long-term plans. And meanwhile, the life cycle of a product is getting shorter and shorter, and our customers expect to have the latest innovation every other year. And as I told you in the morning, it's really, really tough for a niche player like we are still to really catch up with that. So you really have to use all the advantages you have in a group to offer your customers in a short period of time new products. And it's unaffordable, really, to do this as a niche player. Or on the other hand, we could do it, but we would be forced to ask for really, really higher price than we ask at the minute.
And you're obviously placing yourself as a premium brand over and above KTM?
Well, of course, but if you take a closer look to the components built on a Husseberg, this is always just only high quality, state of the art, the best of the best, and obviously this has its price.
And take us through the benefits of that shared platform. You mentioned a few this morning, but and also you said within the context, I think when 08-09, when you brought out the 70-degree engine, now the enduro market is half the size because of the financial, obviously the global meltdown has affected bike sales, but that was a big part of your decision going forward with Husseberg's plans?
Absolutely, because we, in all honesty, we cannot really expect that the total market will come to its former size anymore. So we can be really happy if it stays at the size that it is. And with this environment and this scenario, you really have to take in consideration every single opportunity to save costs and still be able to offer your customer a very competitive bike. And also, as I told you at the minute, the KTM group has the absolutely best engine in-house. So we would be rather stupid not to use it and build a really nice Husseberg around it.
And it was also an issue of weight. You got to the point where it was an issue of you really to save that weight and to progress and to keep abreast of where KTM were going. You really needed. You couldn't do it with the smaller production volumes that Husseberg was doing.
No, because with the volumes KTM is doing, you have access to technology in terms of high pressure die casting, for example. We never ever can take this in consideration because in producing only smaller numbers, this is unaffordable.
And tell us a bit about this facility. We're here in Spain, and we're at the base of the Pyrenees and Andorra. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's not so far away. But when did you find this facility, and why do you guys come here?
Well, actually, we were here already a couple of times before, also with KTM. Also, this is a really famous place in Spain. They have frequently Spanish championships, also world championships here. Also, it's a pretty famous place for developing cars, like the VW Touareg was developed here and the Porsche Cayenne. So it's a lovely place, and you have all kind of off-road riding you would like to have.
So I see you in your gear here, but you're not looking particularly dirty. Have you been out and had a couple of laps yet, Oliver?
I prevented guys in front of me who were making me dirty.
So what sort of feedback have you had from all the journos? You've got a group of about 30 guys today and tomorrow, and then you've got another group of 30 coming in later in the week. What feedback have you had so far?
Well, I think the feedback was brilliant so far, as expected, to be honest, because I think the bike looks great, it works great, it's extremely nimble and light, powerful, so I would be surprised if the journalists would be really disappointed about any point.
And a bigger range for you as well obviously makes life a lot easier, a lot more attractive for dealers around the world to have a much larger range of two-stroke and four-stroke.
I mean, it was always our big dream on Husseberg to have a full range, and if we really want to the only brand in the market, and we are the only brand in the market that is only focusing on enduro bikes. You also have to have a full range, and this makes a 250 4-stroke, a 350 4-stroke, a 450, a 501, and also a complete range of 2-strokes. Otherwise, you always suffer some missing bikes, and you cannot satisfy all the customers you could get on board.
And you've actually even incorporated pure enduro into your logo, into the Husaberg logo this year.
Yes. Also, I mean, pure enduro was always the leitmotif. I mean, the founders of Husaberg, when they were making their first bike back in 1988, they were purely focused on making enduro race bikes, and the spirit we just took ahead, and as focusing on only enduro bikes, we can make the best details for an enduro bike. We don't think about supermotos, motocross or whatever. We think about enduro bikes, and we try to make the most rideable enduro bikes available.
Well, we had some fun out there today, and as did the guy behind the camera. A lot of fun. Thanks very much for having us here, and we wish you all the best. It's going to be a really interesting, exciting new future for Husaberg.
Yes, we are looking forward, because I think with the new model line we can approach even more customers and make some more customers happy with the Husaberg.
Let's do it. Thanks, mate.